go. This guy's new show, Barmageddon, premieres this Monday on USA. You're hearing him sing right now. Here's the story. He's a close friend. We love this guy. Back in February, we were there for Super Bowl, and I went to his concert on his invite. Sean went to his concert. Jamie would have gone to his concert. And Peter Strager got the invite to go to this gentleman's concert and literally chose to go to Justin Bieber instead. Let's get him in here. Our guy, Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
What up, buddy?
What's up, Blake?
Morning, Blake.
So disappointing. It's so disappointing.
Can you imagine? Peter, you want to say anything about that?
Peter and I talked about that for, I would say, 3 months. We had dinner plans. He was bringing the wife, everything. And then next thing you know, Roger Goodell called him in for a secret meeting or something the night before. But at least you guys came out. We had a lot of fun. I still remember me and Sean playing a game of quarters after the concert. Oh yeah, we played quarters, and then I remember Gwen had Kyle making videos for our son, and it was great. It was great.
We walked into the dressing room, and there's Gwen, and she screams at me, "It's the Angry Runs guy!" And I was like, "Gwen, it's Gwen Stefani. She was incredible." Blake, we got to get this out of the way, because you always have takes. Before we get to the Cardinals and football, you always have thoughts on our show. You watch it every morning. We're thrilled that you do it. Any observations or opinions about how Good Morning Football is going right now in 2022?
It's kind of creepy how much I watch the show, honestly. And speaking of Gwen, I do actually have a hot take. We're a little bit worried about you, Kyle, in that I don't know. We don't know how you're going to maintain the energy level to continue to do the Angry Runs segment when you get old. It's like you're like Chris Farley doing the van down by the river guy. And when you get old on this show, there's no way in hell you're going to be able to keep doing that and screaming like that. And you look like you need to take like blood pressure medicine before and after you do the segment. So I'm just thinking maybe it's time to think of what you can step to next. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. I think that.
You know what? I hear you. I'm sitting here going, well, we got a guy named James Conner here. Fall right on the table. Blake, I would rather die doing Angry Runs than move on to something else. I'm rocking.
There we go.
I'll drop down on the set, baby. I don't care.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
Okay, fair enough. And the other hot take I have is that have you ever noticed that Peter has a hard time completing a sentence when he's super excited about a player? Like he'll get into he's talking about Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, he can run, he can jump, he can pass it, but he's a great football player. He always stops mid-sentence and then says what the entire point was he was trying to get to. I think you could complete more sentences. It'd probably be good for your statistics. That's probably why Sean pulled ahead of you on words.
I would think.
Minutes talk.
That's great. Minutes talk. Sticking the landing on the minutes talk for Sean O'Hara. Blake, man, I'm so happy to chat with you. I want to log a year on the show before I receive any feedback. Please give me a fighting chance, all right? Let's go to your team, though.
I didn't happen to know.
Blake always has takes.
Jamie, I was watching the episode when Kyle awkwardly pointed out that, in order to share a cab ride with you, you don't have to talk to you. That was a little bit weird. But it's weird to say that to a friend. I thought it was weird too. I thought the entire cast thought it was weird. I agree that it was weird. Yeah. It's like, hey, let's sit by each other. We don't have to talk.
It was an international flight overnight. Sleep was expected, and I just said, you don't have to talk to me. I was trying to take the pressure off of it, but I received feedback well. I'm trying to work on that as a strength in my communication style, and I hear it. It's been logged, and I'm going to try to.
I'm throwing the red flag. The don't have to talk to me part. I could have sworn was let's share a ride once we get to London because you're in a strange city and maybe. I'm throwing the red. Let's go to the tape.
You're right.
That's right. Just like the commercial. Well done.
You're right.
Well
because
done. You still have another challenge left because that was successful.
All right. Well, I wanted to wait a year, but I take your feedback. Yeah, you brought takes. I love it. May I ask you one about Kyler Murray?
Oh, here we go.
Because there's some controversy happening between Murray and his former teammate Patrick Peterson, two gentlemen you know all too well. Oh boy. Just lay into it, man, because Peterson said Kyler Murray don't care about nobody but Kyler Murray. What do you think about this?
Big Cardinals fan.
You know, I maybe I could just speak to the season over. I think you guys said it best yesterday, without even meaning to say anything, when you didn't even have the damn hat on the table. There was 31 teams' hats
Stop.
on the table yesterday. That's the only team you didn't have out there, and I couldn't disagree with the shading, with the undertones of what that meant. You were right. You're exactly right. I don't know what's happening.
Kyle was stressed.
We did a segment where we have all 32 hats on. It's the whole point of the segment is to have all 32 teams represented, and the Cardinals hat just was gone, out of here.
Blake, on to more serious things, and I know it's like a weird left turn to go so seriously, but here, if you watch the show every morning, you know that I've really fixated on one storyline, and it's one that America is talking about right now. Pretty one. So, like, can we stop giggling for a second and get a little serious?
All right.
I want to show you something that I've been talking about on the show a bunch. This guy right here, this is Jackson DeVille. I think he's our most patriotic American right now as we're having issues with social media and comments and things. This is one unifying subject. Blake, blue, red, left of the aisle, right of the aisle.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Right down the crotch.
Right down the crotch. How about this one?
Oh, wow.
We've got the back shot, the rear shot.
Oh,
Blake,
wow.
I know this might sound weird.
Cheeky blinders.
I'm into it. Like, more than
What does
just
that mean?
like, I really like looking at it. Jackson DeVille, a mascot cat in a string bikini.
Yeah.
Your takeaways?
First of all, I don't think it's weird that you in particular are into it. But I got to tell you, I was watching that game because we were just watching a game, and I was watching it with our kids, and there's the mascot all of a sudden, and the kids are like, "Wait, Pop, rewind that." And I ended up, you have to have one of those dad moments where you have to explain why this is happening, and is this person supposed to be there? Is this like a streaker or a fan who got on the field? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but nobody would want to touch the guy, even if he was, But my thought ended up being, well, kids, the NFL they've expanded to, they go to London now, they go to Mexico City, they went to Germany, and this guy's like, no, America. And he put on the red, white, and blue shorts. There was no way you could ignore it. You had to look at it. So
Great take.
he made his point.
It's beautiful. What a great take.
Love the patriotism, and of course, we were just celebrating salute to servers. That's all he was doing.
Yeah.
I find it ironic that you had to take pause with your kids there, coming from a guy who wrote a song called "Hillbilly Bone."
That's right. The guy was saluting. You're right.
Maybe that's what Jacksonville was doing. He was doing a hillbilly bone. All right, speaking of another hillbilly, let's go up to Kyle's best friend, Josh Allen. All right, listen, Josh Allen talks a lot about movies now with Kyle. Kyle's giving him these lists. Here are movies you need to watch.
Yeah.
Here, I want notes. You have homework. And he came back with one take about a particular distaste for a sports movie, but he would not reveal which one it was. So he didn't want to ruffle any feathers, but we want to ask you, Blake, do you have a sports movie that you don't like as much as a lot of other people do?
Oh my God! This is why y'all should submit the questions beforehand so I could have something worth a damn to say here. But no, I love every single sports movie.
I'm with him.
Ever made it. I watched with Gwen. We watched the Kurt Warner movie.
Yeah.
And literally,
Underdog.
we both cried like as if someone just passed away that was very close to us. We cried like that, like 4 times during that movie. Like I remember like acting like I had to go make a drink a couple of times so I could go weep in the corner, It's good.
We
I'm not going to say
appreciate that
movies.
emotional
Look, I'm
vulnerability.
going to take the Josh Allen route. I'm not going to sit here and trash movies just so you guys can get some clickbait. Just so you guys can have clickbait here on GMFB.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Blake,
That mug, by
you've
the way. How
given
about the
us
mug on Blake Shelton right now?
Fantastic.
teamwork? You've given us.
Hey, by the way, I thought I was hoping the producer back there, y'all had a shot of the producer earlier, and I thought he had on a Barmageddon hat, but he didn't. He had on some other piece of junk back there. I don't know what it is.
Oh my God, that's Grillo. Yeah, it's a pizza place in Philly. Same deal.
Oh man, we got to get you a Barmageddon hat. Yeah.
All right, we will.
Absolutely.
And we got to talk Barmageddon, right?
Yeah, Blake, hang with us because you think you're escaping clickbait, but you're with us another segment. We got more Good Morning Football coming this way with Blake Shelton.
The best.
Okay.
Is there any movie that doesn't make Blake want to get up and make a drink? Try to be friends with everybody who comes on the show. This is a real, genuine friend that we love. It's Blake Shelton. Blake, we have to get right into this. You got this new show, Barmageddon. Sounds perfect for you. Sounds perfect for us. Silly games, celebrities, and drinking. Tell us about the show, what we can expect, because we're going to watch.
Well, so during COVID time, they pretty much locked down the set of The Voice, and there was no audience, and there was just literally the coaches, the contestants, and just a handful of cameramen in the room. And so there was a lot of downtime in between setups because there wasn't enough crew there to make things happen. And so Carson and I would just end up literally drinking our faces off in our dressing room together. And I remember one day we were in there, and that show, it's called Holy Moly, was on TV. And it's like the putt-putt thing, and we were both saying, man, what if they were drinking while they were playing this? It'd be so much more fun, And literally the show was born out of that idea. We just kept working on it and thinking of dumb things to add. The next thing you know, here we are. The season starts to air Monday on USA, and we're fired up about it. It's literally just bar drinking games with people talking crap with each other. You guys would actually be a great episode. Awesome. It'd be fun to have all four of you on there.
We love it.
5 of us.
Blake, my man.
Oh, there's my man.
So good to see you.
Yeah.
How we doing?
I'm doing good, buddy. I'm glad they let you at the round table today for some discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, once in a row, right? Listen, congratulations on the new show, my friend. And in honor of it, we have some bar-related questions, all right? Are you ready for it?
Yes, so bring it on.
Here we go. What is your classic drinking game that you absolutely crush and dominate over everybody?
Well, there was 2 games that I was really good at. Quarters is one of them. I absolutely slayed Sean at quarters last February. And I guess the other one, there's a game, I can't say it on as long as we're live, but it's bull crap.
Sure. BS.
Yeah, you know that game. I'm good at that one too, Will Selva.
Blake, which current Cardinals player would you most want to go out on a night on the town with and go bar hopping with?
Well, who was the kicker early in the season that we were talking about as almost mastered the ability of kicking the ball and having it come completely back around to him like a boomerang?
Oh my God, Peter.
Boomerang.
Yeah. Whatever his name is.
I can't remember, but that guy would be a
What was his
blast.
name? I forget. Yeah, that guy was cool.
He's like one of those guys with what's your secret hidden talent? I can kick the football and have it come completely back to me. Yeah.
All right. I didn't see Blake going
That
kicker
sounds
there.
like a fun game to do drunk to try to kick a football, that's for sure. Blake, I think I'm going to say with pride at this table that I am not the lightest weight drinker at this table. I'm not going to say who might be, but I say that with pride. Which coach from The Voice do you think is the biggest lightweight? Thank you. Who's the biggest lightweight on The Voice when it comes to going out for drinks?
I was excited when Camila joined the coaching staff at The Voice because, I don't know, she seemed like, we would get on there and drink wine, and tequila and vodka. And every week before the show starts, I walk over to her chair and I'm say like, hey, what do you got in there? She's like, I'm not drinking tonight, maybe tomorrow night. And so I'm going to have to say Camila, because now that I think about it, I don't think I've heard her talk about drinking, but I don't think I've ever actually seen her have a drink on the show. It's a shame for a girl in her 20s.
like-
Yeah?
It really is. It's a great answer, though. Sean, what else you got?
All right, Blake, how about this? We're walking down the streets of Nashville, or maybe we're in Old Scottsdale, all right? Maybe we're in LA. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to a bar to listen to some live music. Who do you want playing in that bar?
Ooh.
Oh, live at the bar. Now, we in New York?
Anywhere,
Anywhere
wherever
in the
you
world.
want.
I want to see Billy Joel play one of these days. I'd love to go see that. You know, I love
Doing
watching the
that
YouTube.
Let's go to the Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see him in a bar?
Does he still pick up the piano and throw it over and hurl the mic stand across the stage like he did back in the day? I want to see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just don't book it with Shrek.
Everybody watch Barmageddon on USA with our guy Blake Shelton. He's got Christmas music. He has a beautiful family, and he is one of our favorite people on the planet. Blake, you're the best. We love you, man. Good luck.
Thank
Merry
you,
Christmas.
Blake.
Thank you.
Barmageddon.
Love you guys.
Go, Blake. You're the
Love
best.
you too.
Talk soon.
Silva.
Love you guys.